You do not own your car. The manufacturer does. You just haven't been told yet. Every payment you make on a $42,000 vehicle goes towards something you do not fully control. The features, the access, the repairability. They decide that, not you. And your mechanic can't touch it. There is one clause buried in every new car contract right now. Most buyers never read it. The buyers who did stop buying new cars entirely. What it says will change how you look at every vehicle on this lot. Manufacturers have spent 4 years rewriting the rules of car ownership, not in showrooms, in software updates, in patent filings, in federal legislation, subscription features, remote kill switches, data sold without your consent. You financed the car. They kept the keys. This video covers 7 new rules and what you can still do right now, because the window is closing. Before we get to the subscription model, there is something worse. Something already inside every 2026 vehicle rolling off the assembly line. You cannot opt out. You cannot disable it. Your dealer will not mention it, unless you ask the exact right question. That comes in 60 seconds. Rule has honed. The hardware you paid for is locked. BMW did it first. Heated seats, hardware you financed, coils in the seat, wiring through the car, locked behind an $18 monthly subscription. BMW faced massive backlash. They reversed course publicly, then returned quietly with different messaging. Fewer people noticed, because it came bundled with 12 other app features. GM followed, Hyundai followed, Mercedes followed, Toyota is next. Remote start $25 per month. Advanced cruise control $19 per month. Enhanced navigation $15 per month. Safety alerts on select models $9 per month. These are not cloud services. This is physical hardware installed in a vehicle you financed. They built it in. Then they locked it. The car has it. You don't get to use it. Rule #2. The federal kill switch is already mandatory. The 2021 infrastructure bill contains one line most journalists ignored. All new vehicles must include a system capable of passive monitoring and active intervention. Active intervention. That is not a safety feature. That is a kill switch federally mandated in every car built after 2026. The system does not distinguish between impaired driving and manufacturer access. Toyota, Ford, and GM have filed patents for systems that remotely limit speed, restrict geographic zones, prevent engine start based on factors they determine. They call it theft prevention. The patent language says something different. It says compliance monitoring. Your car knows where you have been. Your car knows when you left. You are not driving a vehicle. You are operating a surveillance device that also happens to move. Rule #3. Your mechanic is being locked out. Independent mechanics are already losing access. Basic oil changes still work. Anything electronic dealer only. Right to repair bills have been introduced in 22 states. Automotive lobby groups have blocked or gutted all but 3. By 2026, most independent shops cannot legally service newer vehicles. Dealership labor rates 3 times higher. Parts markup set by the manufacturer. Diagnostic fee $200 before they touch anything. This is not an accident. This is the business model. Here is what independent mechanics are telling their most trusted customers right now. Buy before the 2026 model year cutoff or buy used. A well-maintained 2023 model gives you 3 to 5 more years of actual ownership. No subscription hardware, no kill switch compliance. That window is closing. If this is hitting differently than you expected, the like button tells the algorithm this information needs to reach more people. Because Rule #4 destroys resale value permanently, and nobody is talking about it at the point of sale. Rule #4. Your car has an expiration date. Tesla proved the concept in 2022. 2019 Model S cameras, charging, safety systems, all functional hardware. Tesla ended software support. Cameras went dark. Navigation broke. Safety features disabled themselves. The car still drove perfectly, but it was worth $11,000 less than a supported model. Mercedes, BMW, and GM are now building the same expiration dates in, officially. 8 years of software support, then end of life. Your 2026 car runs fine mechanically in 2034, but the manufacturer has ended support. Navigation, offline. ADAS features, gone. And here is what no one in the showroom mentions. When ADAS goes offline, your insurance profile changes. The system that prevented 3 accidents and kept your rate low gone. Higher risk, higher premium. In a car you own, that runs perfectly, but is considered technologically obsolete. Rule #5, your car is selling your data. The average connected vehicle collects 25 gigabytes of data per hour. Location, speed, acceleration patterns, music choices. Who is in the car? How long before you started driving? This data is sold, not leaked. Sold. GM sold driver data to insurance companies for 3 years without notifying customers. LexisNexis and Verisk, 2 data brokers, hold profiles on over 45 million American drivers, built from vehicle data without consent. Insurance companies use that data to raise rates on drivers, showing hard braking patterns, collected from their own vehicles. Your car is the most expensive data collection device you will ever buy. And unlike your phone, you cannot delete the app. Rule #6, your EV range is a setting, not a guarantee. Tesla has already done this to paying customers. Software update, battery capacity reduced by 20%. Not because the battery degraded, because Tesla decided remotely to limit it. Ford, GM, and Rivian have built the same capability into their architecture. The range on your EV is not guaranteed. It is a default setting that can be changed at any time by the manufacturer. You do not own the range. You are licensed to use it. Everything so far, the subscriptions, the kill switch, the data, the expiration dates, that is the present. What comes next makes all of it look minor. Because manufacturers do not want to sell you a better car. They want to eliminate ownership entirely. And the legislation to do it is already written. Rule #7, transportation becomes a subscription. The goal was never to sell you a better car. The goal is a transportation subscription. No purchase, no title, no ownership. You request a vehicle, it arrives, it takes you there, it leaves. You pay per mile, or per month, or per trip. Manufacturers call this mobility as a service. The infrastructure is already built. Tax incentives for autonomous fleet operators. Congestion charges for private vehicle owners. Low emission zones expanding where only registered fleet vehicles may enter. London already has it. Paris is implementing it. 3 California cities are in pilot programs right now. This is not 2040. This is now. The endpoint is a world where you do not own the vehicle that takes your children to school. You subscribe to access, and access can be revoked. Most buyers will not understand this until they cannot afford the alternative. There is one manufacturer still building vehicles with physical controls. No OTA kill switch architecture. No subscription hardware and factory-installed features. No data broker agreements in their privacy policy. Their cars hold resale value longer. Their owners report fewer surprise costs. Independent mechanics can still fully service them. And demand is quietly increasing because buyers are starting to figure out what we just covered. The name is not what most people expect. It is not a luxury brand. It is not a legacy American nameplate. The next video covers which manufacturers still respect ownership, which models will hold value as software obsolescence hits the used market, and the single question you must ask at any dealership before you sign anything that reveals exactly how much control you are signing away. Most salespeople don't know the answer. The ones who do won't volunteer it. That question